Hello everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to my first ever unhaul. I have a lot of books that I need to get rid of, and so I'm going to be posting them on my Pango. They will probably already be up by the time that this video is there, if this video is uploaded, but I just have some books that I need to get rid of, so we're just going to go ahead and get on into it. The first couple are just ones that I have multiple copies of. So I have the Step Back edition of An Offer from a Gentleman by Julia Quinn. I don't need this one, so it's going. I have another edition that's in better condition than this, so it is going. Then I got this sent to me. I probably won't put this on Pango because it is an ARC, so it'll probably just go into a little free library near me. Then I had a decent time with this, but I don't need it. It just takes up space on my shelves. This is A Duchess by Midnight by Karis Michaels. Then these two, shockingly, The Hating Game and The Love Hypothesis, I really enjoyed these. They were favorites of the year when I read them, but I just don't see myself ever rereading them, and if I do, I can get them from the library, so they're gonna go. Then a couple more that kind of hurt me. So this one is Dawn by Jessica Florence. I love the cover. It is gorgeous, but I just didn't have a great time with this, so I don't need to skip it, even though it is personalized from a signing. Then Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Geisinger. These covers got taken down, and this is the one I have, so I won't have a matching set, and this was like my least favorite in the series anyways, so it's gonna go. Then People We Meet on Vacation. I didn't love this one, and my mom didn't like Beach Read, so I know she's not gonna like this one, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Then Reset by Serena Dolan. I got this in a book box, and it's like a sci-fi romance, and I don't know, it was fine, but I didn't enjoy it. Then I'll Be There For You, the one about Friends. It's like a nonfiction about the show Friends. Gifted Fate by Curry Spires. I think this was like $2, and so I bought it, but I'm never gonna read it, so it's gonna go. Then If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy, another one I got in a book box that I can get from the library instead. I just know I'm not going to read it physically, so it's going to go. Trusting Skylar by Susan Stoker. I believe I can read this on KU. I got it in a book box, so it can go. Just One of the Groomsmen, another one that I was sent, and I don't have any interest in reading it, so it can go. A couple more that I was just sent, and so they can go. Warm Nights in the Magnolia Bay. It is very floppy. And The Cowboy and His Baby. Just not really interested in reading either of those. Another one that I have multiple copies of, or a couple that I have multiple copies of, are The Viscount Who Loved Me, the Bathtub Step Back edition of Scandalous Desires by Elizabeth Hoyt. I have a better looking copy, and I have the Step Back edition of Romancing the Duke. Then a couple more historicals. Scoundrel of My Heart by Lorraine Heath. I had a good time with this, but I don't foresee myself buying the rest of the series, so especially because I don't have step backs. A Knight in Shining Armor by Jude Devereaux. It was fine when I read it. Dangerous by Minerva Spencer. I enjoyed this, but I just don't know. There's not a lot of historicals that I want to keep, unless they have like a gorgeous step back or something. Plus, historicals I find are really easy to find used for very cheap. So then This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins. I enjoyed this when I read it, but I'm never going to reread it. Verity by Colleen Hoover. I'm never going to reread. Behind the Stick. I got it in a book box. It was fine. The Hello Lovely box edition of Broken Miles by Claire Kingsley. I actually hate this cover. Like, I think it is hideous. So, I'm going to sell it. Then, another one I got in a book box, A Betting Woman by Jenny L. Walsh. I read this. It was not good. Then, I am getting rid of the whole Bargainer series. So, Dark Harmony, Emperor of Evening Stars, A Strange Hem, and Rhapsodic. I enjoyed them, but like, they weren't favorites, so I don't need them. I don't need to keep them. Then I'm getting rid of Belladonna. This is the paperback edition. I want the hardback edition if I do end up keeping them, because my Wisteria is hardback, so, or not, whatever the second book is. Then, I don't know, I bought this like years and years and years ago, so The Mister by E.L. James, that can go. Miss Percy's Pocket Guide to the Care and Feeding of British Dragons. I've heard no good things about this, so it can go. Another one I got from a book box, In Another Light by A.J. Banner. I have no interest in reading this. Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I thought I wanted to have all of Sally Thorne's books, but I don't really care at this point anymore. The Makeup Breakup. I don't really care to read this, and I can get it from the library. The Oceanography of the Moon, another one from my book box. On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves. I really enjoyed this, but I'm not going to ever reread it, so it can go to another home. More from book boxes, Meet Me in Paradise and Besotted by Dr. Rebecca Sharp. I loved this one, but it's depressing, and I just don't see myself ever rereading this. I've had this for like 4 years, and I have yet to pick it up, so, and I think I can get it on Kindle. Then In Another Light, or The Light of Paris by Eleanor Brown. I've also had this for years and years and years, and I just have not picked it up. I have no desire to, so it can go. And then 3 more. Getting through this quick. The Paris Library by Janet Skeskelin Charles. I read this and I enjoyed it, but I will never reread it. It's a historical fiction, World War II. It was fine. Then The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. I have heard no good things about the series. I know that the series just gets worse, and I just don't really have any desire to keep this on my shelves. Then this one kind of hurts because I really loved this book, but A Curse of Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer. I don't see myself rereading this. If I do, I can reread it from the library. My mom read it. I'm never going to read the other books in the series. I don't want to own the other books in the series, so this can go. But yeah, that is my unhaul. It's not that I hated any of these books. I just don't need them. And I have too many other books, and I could use the Pango money, and so that's where they're going to go. And yeah, that is all I have for now. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a book stack emoji, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.